Thor Ragnarok is peak Marvel. And yes, I'm glazing. Hey, Thor 1, trash. Thor 2, trash. Thor 3, incredible. Do I even gotta say anything about Thor 4?
Bro, I'm really about to get your pickle cheese that boy. Hey, go that concrete head that boy. Oh, hit that boy, yo, dirt that boy, stink ass boy.
Trash! Thor Ragnarok gave us potential unleashed Thor and a useful Hulk. I don't think y'all heard me. A useful Hulk. Bro has only been cold in his own movie and Avengers 1. After that, he runs away, and when it's time for him to run the ones with Thanos, he gets bodied. And when he has the chance to get his lick back, he don't do it.
The fuck you mean? Nah.
And I get it's part of his character arc that he doesn't want to come out anymore because he's always being used as a weapon. But like, bro, we do not care. Throw them hands. Enough trash talking the Hulk. I'm finna talk about a top 10 Marvel movie of all time. Let's get it.
I'm the goddess of death. Tell me, brother, what were you the god of again?
The god of thunder! You are watching a master at work.
We start the movie off with Thor chained up talking to a skeleton. Suddenly he's dropped by Surtur. I thought my father murked you. Thor tells Surtur that he's been having nightmares at Asgard getting destroyed, and that Surtur was at the center of them all. You ain't heard of Ragnarok, little bro? And Thor assumes that if he destroys Surtur's crown, it'll stop Ragnarok. But here's the thing. Ragnarok has already begun. Thor calls for his hammer and breaks out, and he starts bodying all these Draugr. And if you play Skyrim, you know Draugrs are ass. So you already know he easily aired them out. Thor ends up knocking off Surtur's crown and taking it. He ceases getting swarmed, so he calls for Heimdall to teleport him back to Asgard. But there's only one problem. It don't work. And we see Heimdall's not even there. Scourge is. And he's not even doing his job. He's just trying to impress the HUD. Thor flies up and tries to call for Heimdall again, and of course it don't work. A giant monster tries to eat Thor, but he leaves his hammer in his mouth to pin it down. One of the HUDs hears Thor calling for help, and Scourge finally does his job. Thor gets teleported back to Asgard, and so does the head of the monster. Bro, you scared the HUDs away. Who are you? I'm Scourge. What happened to Heimdall? Oh, you ain't heard? Odin banished him. And Thor automatically knows that something is up. So he heads into town, and we see that they're having a play. And this whole play is glazing Loki.
Sorry, I tried to rule Earth. They'd be lucky to have you.
Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday.
Are you serious,
and right now,
Thor sees through all the bullshit and reveals Odin to be Loki, who everybody thought was dead. Thor starts pressing Loki and tells him to bring him to Odin. Loki shows Thor where he last left him. Hey nigga, you left a god in a retirement home? What are we doing? And as we can see, the retirement home is not there anymore. A portal spawns on Loki and he disappears. Thor finds a note on the ground with an address and pulls up. And turns out the address was Doctor Strange's. And he got that shit on. Except the gloves. Let me just say this one thing. Not everything has to be comic book accurate. Cause tell me why I got these same gloves and I use them to wash my dishes. Strange asks why he brought Loki to New York. Cause you know, last time he was here, he almost boomed the whole city. Thor lets Strange know that him and his brother are looking for Odin. Strange tells him that Odin's in Norway and starts cooking up a spell. He finishes the spell, makes a portal, and he brings Loki back, who's been falling for 30 minutes straight, and Loki gets up ready to get active on Strange. And that's a valid crash out, because Doctor Strange deadass spawn trap Loki. But Strange sends them both to their father before anything happens. They pull up on Odin and he's talking nonsense.
Oh shit, here we go again. Damn, I got this dime bitch, she just wanna be my friend. Damn, you don't think Flo Rida here?
Odin tells them that he doesn't have much time, and he tells them that Ragnarok is coming. What do you mean Ragnarok? I stopped it. Bro, you can't stop it. It's already begun. He also tells them that their sister Hela, the goddess of death, is coming. He tells them that she was doing way too much and he had to imprison her. Once she gets to Asgard, y'all low-key cooked. And he dies just like Master Oogway. A portal spawns in, they suit up, and there she is. Hela. She tells them both to kneel, and Thor is not about that. And he throws his hammer at her. She catches it and straight up destroys it with ease. Loki calls for the Bifrost, but Hela is on they ass. She knocks Loki out the Bifrost and does the same to Thor. Hela pulls up to Asgard. The guards is like, who is you? And she drops him out with a 2-for-1 combo. Scourge surrenders and Hela offers him a job, which he accepts. We're back on Thor and he's landed on planet Sakar. A ship of low alien dudes pull up. He tries to call his hammer, but you know, that shit broke. Like Ben Simmons' jump shot.
Hey y'all, come look at this.
Like exciting plays yet. Well, it was on this.
When are NBA teams going to finally realize y'all need to stop giving this nigga employment? The videos of him shooting threes in open gym are fake. That's how he gets you. He knocks out 2 guys, gets captured in the net, and they start jumping his ass. Another ship pulls up and Valkyrie walks out, and she's here for Thor. She whips out her shit blickies and guns all the little aliens down. And this idiot right here tried to play hero ball and charges in all by himself. Just to get weaved, socked in the face, and yeeted. Like, come on, bro. What made you think it was a good idea to go for an ISO after she just King Von your whole squad? She slaps a tasing device on Thor and captures him. While that's happening, Hela is talking to Asgard's army and trying to make them join her side. I have slimed out Odin and the princes. I want y'all to join my squad. Kneel. Shut your ass up. We ain't joining. And Hela solos everyone here. She folds his ass up and proceeds to mow through anything moving. This ain't even a squad wipe. This an army wipe. We're back on Thor and he's getting ready to meet the Grandmaster. Thor ends up finding Loki, who due to time shenanigans has been here for a couple of weeks. Grandmaster tells Thor that if he wants to be free, he's gonna have to beat his champion. Thor gets taken to a room where they keep all the fighters and he meets Korg and Meek. I heard you was trying to beat the champion. Hell yeah. That's what Doug said. Now you may be wondering who Doug is. That is Doug. That brother is dead. And everyone who fights the champion ends up like Doug. Thor is forced to get a haircut before his fight. And hey, the barber ain't do too bad. That shit fire. They reveal the champion as the unincredible Hulk. And Loki was trying to leave ASAP. You know, he started having flashbacks of Avengers 1. Thor is happy to see his old friend, but Hulk ain't, and they start boxing. Thor blocks, weaves, and gets kicked into the wall. Hulk charges at Thor and he times his hammer swing just right, and he sends Hulk rolling on the wall. I ain't never seen some shit like this. Got him on the wall, balled up, rolling like Sonic. It's alright, buddy. The sun's getting real low, that's it. No one's gonna hurt you.
Go. Tom Holland. Man, what the fuck? Man, I don't want to talk your bitch.
Nigga, did you really think the sun was getting real low was gonna work on him? You're not even Black Widow. Deserve to get Loki down to that. Thor weaves, tears Hulk's ACL, got him looking like Halliburton. If Halle didn't tear his shit, it would have been Pacers in 7. He uppercuts his ass, jumps, and socks Hulk in the face. Thor breaks Hulk's weapon and knocks his ass on the ground. Hulk gets up and knocks Thor's weapon out of his hand. They start boxing and Hulk slams Thor on his back. Thor rolls away to pick up his hammer, and before he could get a hit in,
Oh shit.
Hulk sends him flying and starts going to town on him. And as he gets his ass beat, he starts having visions of Odin. And Thor sends him flying with one punch, and we get a small glimpse of potential unleashed Thor. They start running at each other full speed and Thor hits the Hulk. And now the whole crowd is cheering thunder. And just before Thor could finish the job, the Grandmaster cheats and tases Thor, knocking him out. Hulk jumps in the air, and when I was watching this, I was like, what is he doing this for? And Korg says, well, another day, another Doug. And then I realized, this is his finishing move. Hulk has been marking all of his ops with a Roman Reigns Superman punch while falling. Imagine you already laid out, and the last thing you see before your life is gone is this. Thor wakes up after being knocked out and finds the Hulk. He asks him where's the Quinjet and he tells him it's right there. Thor locks in and asks Heimdall to help him. Thor asks what's going on and Heimdall shows him what Hela's done to Asgard. Heimdall tells Thor that if he wants to escape, he's gonna have to go to the big door.
What the f does that mean, Kobe Bryant?
You're welcome.
What the f is he talking about?
Thor tells Hulk that he needs him to do something for him, and the plan was to bait Valkyrie into talking to Thor. And he explains the whole situation to her, and she says she's not finna box Hela again, cause last time she did, all the Valkyries got King Von by Hela. Thor ends up sneaking the remote for the shocker, breaks it, and jumps out the window. Hulk chases him down because he wants him to stay. Thor accidentally finds a video of Black Widow, and you already know, the Snow Bunny mind control was too strong, and Hulk turns back into Bruce Banner. The Grandmaster sends out a squad to go find Thor and Hulk. Valkyrie ends up finding Banner and Thor and tells him to follow her. She tells Thor she's not finna keep running from Hela and she wants to help him fight. She takes him to Loki and they squad up to make a game plan. And first things first, they're gonna need a new ship if they're gonna escape, so they plan to take the Grandmasters. They assemble all the other gladiators and start a revolution. And of course, before they get to the ship, Loki tries to backstab Thor. But Thor just tases him because he saw this shit coming. Thor takes the ship but starts getting chased. Valkyrie puts Banner in Thor's ship and Thor's trying to fight back, but his ship has no weapons. Valkyrie's engines get shot out and she jumps out of the ship before getting boomed. Thor tells her to get inside and she was like, hold on, let me cook. And she jumps out onto the enemy ship and takes it out. And Thor is like,
That's a great idea. I'm with that.
He lets Banner take control of the ship and he goes to help Valkyrie. They finish destroying the ops and they go through the devil's anus. Yes, it's actually called that. I don't know why. They finally make it through and they pull up on Asgard. And they can see that Hela's on her way to kill all the people Heimdall has kept safe. Hela pulls up and starts to break down the doors. And we see Heimdall leading these people to freedom, looking like Harriet Tubman in the Underground Railroad. We see Thor at the throne making a bunch of noise to get Hela's attention. She pulls up and Thor starts talking shit.
Your life is nothing. You serve zero purpose. You should kill yourself now.
And they get to boxing. And Hela was beating his ass. She throws him on the ground. Thor recovers and tries to fight back, only to get shit on. And Hela cuts out his eye.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
We cut to the Asgardians fighting off Draugr, and Valk is gunning down his dog who's taking no damage. And Banner was like, I bet. It's my turn. Banner turns into Hulk, throws the dog to the side, and they get to boxing. And Heimdall's about to get slimed out, but the GOAT, Korg, comes in to save him. And here comes Loki with a big ass ship to save all the Asgardians. We're back on Thor and he's still getting shit on. And he starts talking to his father. I don't got my hammer, I'm cooked. You never needed the hammer. Just lock in. And Thor does just that. And he unlocks his potential. Yes, sir. Looking just like Gohan. And he starts taking out Draugr left and right. Valk's aura farming. Hulk's going crazy. Loki's going crazy. And Thor's playing Pirate Warriors on these Draugr. Thor, Loki, and Valk get ready to jump Hela while everyone escapes. As long as Hela's on Asgard, she gets stronger. And Thor knows that Asgard isn't a place. It's the people. So he ends up sending Loki to go and release Surtur. And him and Valk start jumping Hela. She weaves all of Thor's combo. Valk kicks her in the face, blocks, and yeets her. And Thor comes in with a sword and ends up slamming Hela into the ground. And while they're boxing, we see Draugr about to get into the ship. And Scourge whips out 2 guns looking like Rambo. And he starts gunning these niggas down. While he's going on the kill streak, he calls Hela for a 1v1. And she just kills his ass. I don't know what he thought he was gonna happen, but you know, I respect the effort. You can't even beat me. Oh, I know. But he can. And Surtur pulls up. And while Hela's distracted, Valk hits her in the back. And Thor hits her with a lightning bolt. Surtur starts to destroy Asgard and Hulk takes Valk and Thor to the ship. But Hela was not going out without a fight. She hits Surtur with a dagger. He winds up an attack and murks her ass. And they save the day. They make their way to Earth and the movie ends. And we all know where the end credit scene leads to. Loki and Heimdall getting slimed out. Hulk becoming unincredible again. And Thor getting his generational get back. And then selling the bag. But anyways, thanks for watching. Marv out.